Hey guys, and welcome back to the NBA 2K23 MyNBA Expansion series with the Vancouver Woodsmen, and today we start year 4 on the road in Portland, taking on the Trail Blazers. We are coming off of a great offseason as we sign Desmond Bane and Herbert Jones to multi-year deals to join this team. Anderson goes up to an 83 overall, now officially moved to small forward with shooting guard as his secondary position. We also bring back D'Angelo Russell on a $15 million one-year contract. Dosunmu comes back on a qualifying offer. Rivers comes back on that 2-year team option. We bring back Bruce Brown as well on a 1-year deal to come off of the reserves team. We also drafted Magnus Fredriksson with our second first-round pick. Although not in our current lineup, he might find his way in as the year moves on. And we also have a Zet here on a qualifying offer, and it's kind of a make or break year for him and for Rivers, despite having that 2-year team deal. So that is what we have done. That is what got us to this point. We also drafted Byron Wellington with our first round pick, and he's got a 2-year, $10 million contract as of right now. But before our game, I do want to go ahead and go through a couple of the team's rosters as of right now. Someone commented last video that they wanted to see the changes made in the league since we started. So let's go through these rosters. The first one is the Lakers. They've got Anthony Davis and Jaylen Brown to lead the way, with Isaiah Jackson and Lamont Porter to be those next up-and-coming guys. The Magic have Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Chris Middleton, Wendell Carter Jr., Ryan Baker, Jalen Suggs. They have a very, very good team, a very deep team, kind of like ours this season. The Mavericks have Luka Doncic and Christian Wood, plus Tobias Harris and CJ McCollum. The Nets have Kevin Durant, Lenny Weaver, Cam Thomas, and Lauri Markkanen. The Nuggets have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Bones Highland, and Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. All 5 of those guys still here on this team. The Pacers have Tyrese Halliburton and Markelle Fultz to lead that team. Plus, they have OG Anunoby, Benedict Mathurin, and Chris Duarte, and also Robin Underwood. They've got a couple of young players that are going to be some solid players in the future. The Pelicans have Zion and Dyson Daniels, plus Julius Randle, so B.I. no longer here. He's somewhere else. They traded for Marcus Smart during the draft last episode. The Pistons have Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. They also have Kawhi as well. We played them last season towards the end of the year. The Raptors still have Scotty Barnes up to a 90 overall, plus Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and Emmanuel Quickley. The Rockets have Jalen Green, Kyrie Irving, Jabari Smith Jr., Andre Drummond, Mo Bamba. They have another deep team, but also a really strong starting 5. The St. Louis Sound have probably one of the weakest rosters in the league as of this moment, but their top guy, Alex Barker, only 22 years old, great shooter, and in his first game this year, because we have simmed the opening night for most teams, but not us, he started and he put up 23 points, averaged about 14 last year, so they're going to look to him to be their new star player offensively. The Spurs have Kristaps Porzingis and Keldon Johnson, and they just drafted Calvin Gordon, that 84 overall center. And he has played one game, and he got 15 and 12, and he also started with 31 minutes. The Spurs also have Tommy Shepard and Jeremy Sochan. The Suns have Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, but now they have Jalen Duren. They've got Thomas Copeland, and they've got Herbert Green. Then the Thunder still have SGA, Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren, the Time Lord who they traded for with the Celtics during the draft. They also have Henrik Eklund and KPJ. The Timberwolves still have Cat and Gobert, but now they have Terry Perry as their third option, plus Saban Lee and Dino Jukic, who they just took, I believe, 2nd overall in the draft. And now here's Portland, who we face today in the opener of year 4. They've got Anthony Simons, Mitchell Robinson, Jadon Sharp, Cam Johnson, Jeremy Grant, TJ Warren, Paul George still on this team, although down to a 78 overall. The Warriors have Steph Curry still at 37 years old. They've got Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and Moses Moody. The Wizards have Bradley Beal, Miles Bridges, Johnny Davis, Gafford, John Watts, and Bernie Cage, who is a rookie. And now to the 76ers, they've got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Nikola Vucevic, James Harden still there, although at 36 years old. Milwaukee has a strong duo to lead that team. They've got Giannis and Donovan Mitchell, plus Pirtle, but besides from their top two guys, not a lot of help on either end of the court. The Bulls have DeJounte Murray and Zach LaVine, plus a very old DeMar DeRozan. They've got Ellis Wright IV and Dalen Terry. The Cavaliers have Mobley, Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, Okoro, and Cole Anthony as their starters. The Celtics still have Tatum, now paired with Ben Simmons and Terry Rozier back in Boston. The Clippers have Anthony Edwards, Lonzo Ball, and Bobby Portis Jr. with Zubats back in a Clippers uniform after being traded to us during the last season. The Grizzlies have John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., but now missing Desmond Bane because that's who we have. They also have Zaire Williams and Spencer Dinwiddie. Trae Young is still in Atlanta with John Collins. They also have Monte Morris, AJ Griffin, and Jackie Singleton. The Heat have Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, so that core of three is still over there, but they bring in Damian Lillard to lead that starting five. The Hornets still have LaMelo, obviously, plus Patrick Williams and a Wendell Anderson, plus Jonathan Isaac and Mark Williams. The Utah Jazz have Clint Capella, Davion Mitchell, DeMontis Sabonis, Gary Trent Jr., and Ochai Agbaji. The Kings have De'Aaron Fox and Sadiq Bey, plus Alperen Şengün, Keegan Murray, and Devin Vassell. The Knicks, the last team on this list, they've got RJ Barrett and B.I. over there with Jalen Brunson and Enrique Rivera. So, those are your teams. Again, we have Desmond Bane, Simon Anderson, Miles Turner, Herbert Jones, D'Lo, Dosunmu, and more. But I also just found out that I can do a search to find out, what kind of players we have in this league. So I'm going to show you guys the 24 and under players that have A or better potential. There's only 19 of them. And here is that list. You've got Evan Mobley, 24 years old, A+ potential. LaMelo Ball, 24 years old, A+ potential. Cade Cunningham, 24, A+. Jalen Green, 23 with A potential. Scotty Barnes, 24 with A. Josh Giddey's on this list. You've got Jabari Smith Jr., Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Edwards, Franz Wagner, Chet Holmgren, Calvin Gordon on this list, of course, and Simon Anderson is also on this list because there is dynamic potential in this game. So every couple of years, or at the end of each year pretty much, their range of what their potential could be changes, and they have like a minimum, a maximum, and an average potential. And the older you get, the closer you are to finding out, what their potential actually is. And as of right now, it is a potential. He's 23 years old, not sure when his peak is going to be, but good signs for him so far. Koja Wilcox on this list. He plays for Charlotte. Julio Cunningham, who was drafted, I think, 3rd overall. He is 6'9" and has a potential. Dino Jukic, as we saw on the Timberwolves roster, also a potential. Jeremy Lawson, who plays for the Cavaliers, also has a potential, plus Preston Richards of the Bulls and Terrence Ryan of the Celtics. But other than that, nobody else on this list or in the league under 25 has better than A- potential. This is all you get, these 19 players right here. But enough about the league, and back to our team, the Vancouver Woodsmen. A reminder here of our game plan to start the year. Our starting five are D'Lo, Desmond Bane, Anderson, Rivers, and Miles Turner. Then off the bench, Herb Jones, Byron Wellington the rookie, Jalen Smith, Dosunmu, and Omer Azette. And the Blazers will start Anthony Simons, Shadon Sharp, Paul George, Jeremy Grant, and Mitchell Robinson. Let's go on the road to take on Portland and see if we can win the Year 4 season opener. Welcome to the Moda Center in Portland as we take on the Trailblazers. They will start with the ball as Robinson wins the tip. It's the first time seeing Desmond Bane wear a Vancouver uniform. Also a highly anticipated debut in the second season of Simon Anderson as Simons knocks down the first shot of the game, putting the Blazers in front 3-0. But Anderson coming off a fantastic rookie year. We're going to see if he has more in store for his second season. His first shot is up, and it's good to tie things up. Simons goes to Robinson. He attacks the rim and is fouled by Miles Turner. It's the first foul on Vancouver. First free throw is up and good. The second is good as well. Desmond Bane has the ball. He goes to D'Lo. He will pull up, and his first shot is up and in. We're tied at 5. And now Jeremy Grant finds some space outside, but can't knock down the 3. D'Lo on the other end will take it himself, and he gets inside. Nobody steps up to try and stop him, and that is the first lead for Vancouver in this one. Again, D'Lo on a 1-year, $15 million contract, trying to see if he can prove a couple of things if he wants to be on the future of this team. Simons goes to Paul George. He fires a 3, and that one rattles in. And Portland takes the lead right back. They have not missed a shot. Rivers hands off to Russell. He'll pull up from deep, but that shot is off the mark. Paul George goes to Simons. He pulls the trigger, and that shot swims in after bouncing off the backboard a little bit. 10-7, Portland leads by 3. Russell goes to Bane. He fires a deep 3. His first shot is up and out. Simons, in the face of Russell, can't knock it down. On the other end, Turner gets the feed from Bane. He goes back to Russell. He spins and fires, but missed it off the backboard. Paul George off a couple of screens. Passes to Jeremy Grant. He shoots and missed it, and Rivers pulls down his second rebound. And now some great passing in transition as Bane finds Anderson. Great look right there. It's back to a 1-point game. Anderson's got 5. Shadon Sharp off the Robinson screen. Goes back to him. Nice bounce pass, and he's in there with the layup. Bane to Russell. He will fire from deep. That shot is good. Hot start for Russell. He's got 7. Tied at 12. Both teams looking smooth offensively. Jeremy Grant goes back to Robinson. Now back to Paul George. He will fire off the screen on the move. That one will not drop. Rivers with it. Hands off to Russell. He won't fire yet. No, instead pass to Anderson. He will fire from the mid-range, and that one just ricochets off the backboard and off the rim. So Turner has checked out because he gathered a reach-in foul drawn by Simons, and that is his second, so he's going to have to sit. Jalen Smith has come in to play center for him as Paul George up to 5 points on the night. Smith now with it, backing down Robinson. That's a really bad shot. Paul George with it, finds some space, and he fires and hits again. Bane still scoreless. Trying to find somebody to pass to. And he will find the cut by D'Lo, but Simons tips the pass. A great read right there. And now on the other end, it's jarred loose, and Bane steals it right back. And he will pass ahead to Anderson, who jams that one home. And now he's got 9. Or is it 7? I think it's 7. Simons to George. He takes it down low. Lost the handle, gets it back. Now Shadon Sharp has it. He pulls from mid-range and knocks that one down off the glass and in. Anderson finds the cut by D'Lo. This time he can score. Some just high-powered offense right now for both teams. That many defensive stops as of right now. Sharp off a screen. Drives, goes back to Robinson, back out to PG, who fires from deep and missed it. Now a chance for Vancouver to tie or take the lead here. Russell cuts inside, goes back to Rivers, and he's fouled. That's the first on Simons. That does mean that Rivers moves to center. He moved Smith to power forward. So curious change there tactically, but we'll see if it pans out. D'Angelo Russell with it in the paint. Fading away. Really tough shot. Don't like that shot at all. Want to get a better look than that, obviously. Here's TJ Warren. He has Rivers guarding him. Trying to sauce him up. Can't get by him. Instead he has to fire a double contested shot, and it's no good. So a good stop there by the Woodsmen. Bane to Russell. He finds a lane, and it goes out of a shot back to Bane. Why? He had a wide open lane to fire that one off and chose not to. Bane back to Rivers for a three. He can shoot those, but this time it's off. That was a very weird pass out of a shot there by Russell in that previous play. That is a head scratcher for sure. Meanwhile, TJ Warren drives and can't lay it in, but a foul is called on with his first. The third on Vancouver again, and we have a smaller lineup when Turner's not in. And Warren knocks down both. So Wellington, Dosunmu, Azette, Herb Jones, and all those guys check in. Smith's still out there, so the rest of our starters take a seat. And all the backups are in right now. Smith gets by his man and scores at the rim. Good job. TJ Warren off the screen, gets inside and draws another foul on Smith. So now Smith and Turner both 2 fouls in this first quarter. And they're probably our best options at center. So already some foul trouble here, which could bring questions to our small lineup that we have going right now. But Portland still up by 4. Vancouver trying to find the way back in front. Azette, make or break year for him. His first shot is up and in from deep. And it's back to a 1-point game. That's a good sign. Brancati off this double screen. Takes it down low. It's blocked out of bounds by Dosunmu. But they keep possession. Forbes inbounds, passes to Brancati. Pump fakes, takes it down low. The layup is contested and no good. Amongst the trees. Brancati can't finish the play. Now on the other end, Dosunmu passes to Jones. His layup is off. He gets the board right back. A second try up and in. Some lag there, but Vancouver in front by 1. 23-22. Jadon Sharp to Brancati. He's got a lane. He drives and draws the third foul on Jalen Smith.
Third personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers.
This potentially sets the stage for the rookie center to come in, Magnus Fredrickson, as Brancati missed both free throws. That is embarrassing. Now Wellington in transition. At the rim, he scores his first points with Vancouver. Forbes hands off to Warren. Azette guarding him. He wants to attack the rim. Physical take and a physical finish. Azette off the feed. Fires a mid-range jumper, but missed it. Brancati with the ball. Time counting down for Portland. Warren steps back. Fires a three. Azette there in his face, and the shot is out of bounds. Vancouver takes over up by 1. Azette with the ball. Screen from Smith. Azette attacks, and a really strong take, an acrobatic finish, firing over his own head. And we have scored 16 points in the paint compared to their 4. TJ Warren with the ball on the other end, attacks and lays that one in once again. Screen from Smith for Dosunmu. He fires a three. That one hits back iron. And now a chance for the Trailblazers to get back in front, as now a mistake, a backcourt violation by Forbes, as the ball was jarred loose, but they step on the line, I guess, and we get the ball right back. So a mental lapse there on the part of Portland, but a chance for us to increase our lead now. Last play of the first quarter for the Woodsmen. Azette off the screen, fires, no, thought about firing, then now fades away, missed it, and we lead by 1 after the first quarter of the new season. 27-26, strong starts by Russell and Anderson, and Vancouver's in front with 3 quarters to play. Start of the second as we lob into Herbert Jones. A connection there thrown by Wellington. What a start to this quarter. I liked the offense during that first quarter. I thought we got a lot of good looks. A couple of nice drives. We're scoring on the wing and at the rim. I like to spread the ball out more as we almost get a steal thanks to Turner as he is back in with 2 fouls. George fires a deep 3 and can't hit. And we're going to see more here of Byron Wellington. Wellington to Anderson, wide open 3. He knocks it down. And now he's got, I believe, 8 points in this one. Again, Anderson, his first game since he got hurt during the play-in tournament last season, which we ended up losing to the Golden State Warriors by, I think, 9 or so. Kind of a bumming loss after a good start in that first quarter. Mitchell Robinson gets involved here offensively for Portland to start the second quarter. Turner finds a little bit of space, but can't knock down a shot. Screen for Paul George. He will attack. Trying to find Robinson. Now back out to Cam Johnson for a 3. That one is off. Jones to Wellington. Open 3 for him. He can knock these down, but this time he gets no dice. And Cotty fakes out Anderson, but he can't knock that one down. A couple of missed shots in a row for both teams. Jones with it. Trying to start a play here. Wellington crosses the court. Second try for him from deep, and this time he knocks it down. Brancati to Paul George to answer back. Left it short. Bain to Herbert Jones. He attacks the rim, throws up a shot, but it just misses. Paul George attacking, goes back to Robinson. Nice pass. Vancouver up by 5. Jones with the ball. He goes to Anderson. And he knocks it down again from deep. I'm telling you, man, he's going to be an absolute force out on the perimeter. He is so good. Jeremy Grant checks back in for Portland. Paul George passes back to him. He passed up the open 3. Warren now with the ball. A screen from Robinson. He will pass back to him. Robinson has to fire. And it's blocked by Miles Turner. Robinson gets it back but misses the putback. And we take over up by 8. Bain back in, still scoreless. Trying to find his first points with the Woodsmen. He goes to Anderson, who drives, scores, and the foul is called. What a tough shot there by Simon Anderson. And the foul goes against Jeremy Grant. Anderson off to an electric start here in year 4. His second. He knocks down the free throw. Vancouver leads by 11. Anthony Simons off the screen from Robinson. Another pass back. He gets it back from Robinson, but missed the layup because Turner was draped all over him. Another stop by this Vancouver defense. Russell feeds Rivers. Miss Magic at Simons. His shot is up and in right at the rim, about a foot away. And fans are booing now here at the Moda Center as they are quickly falling behind. Warren trying to change that with a 3. It's good. The play for Anderson. Bain finds him. He fires. The 3 is up and out. Simons with it, a double screen. Trying to find George. He does. He's wide open from deep. That one's good too. Rivers with the ball. Who does he go to? It's Anderson for a 3 again. This one's also off. Anthony Simons takes the screen from Robinson. He'll fire a 3, and that one's out. Robinson gets the offensive board, making 8 straight points for Portland. It's back to a 5-point game. Bain has it. Anderson for 3, trying to break his spell of misses, but he can't. 0 for 3 stretch for him from downtown. The fans are loud. Simons for 3. It's good. It is a 1-score game, 43-41. And we have to call timeout to stop the bleeding. 5 to play in this first half. Turner fires a 3, but it rattles out. Vancouver trying to stop this cold spell offensively. Drought of no points in the last 2.5 minutes. The Blazers have closed the gap, and now it's tied thanks to Simons. 43 apiece. Russell to Azette. Azette off the screen from Turner. Hop steps. Out of a shot goes to Turner. Now he finds Dosunmu, who steps back and fires a decent shot, but he missed it. Simon steps back, fires a three. It rattles out, thank God. And Vancouver is hanging on to a tie right now, trying to avoid the run going any further from Portland. Dosunmu to Azette. He fires a three as that one hits off back iron. TJ Warren with it. He will attack. It's blocked out of bounds by Turner. Good job. Forbes inbounds. 8 on the shot clock. And he hits it right off Turner out of bounds. Next inbound pass. Forbes to Sharp. He pulls the trigger but can't knock it down. Rivers has the ball. He goes to Azette for a three. It's out. And the offense is sputtering right now. After a great start, we have lost our way with about 3 minutes to go in this first half. Only 43 points for either team as Simons draws the first foul on Russell. And his free throws can break the tie. The first one does just that. It is a 15-0 run for Portland as Jalen Smith checks in for Turner. And we call timeout. After our timeout, what do we draw up? It's a play for Azette. Dosunmu finds him, trying to get him going. This time, he missed it again. Smith gets the board, misses the putback, gets it back a third time. And now we have another shot at this. Dosunmu, please. No. Come on. Simons. Open look, mid-range jumper, it's good. He's had a really good day so far. 14 points for him. Vancouver trying to just find some kind of answer on offense. As we have hit a huge rut these last couple of minutes. We keep doing the same plays for Azette, and they keep not working out. TJ Warren, mid-range jumper, up and out. Our defense and some lucky misses giving us a chance here before halftime. Azette spins, gets by his man, and posterizes Jeremy Grant. What a play by Omer Azette, as after a couple of missed threes, he finally finds something for the offense to latch onto and use to start a run of our own, hopefully. But instead, Simons draws the 4th foul on Jalen Smith. Our big men are getting absolutely obliterated down low by the foul trouble. Simons' first free throw up and good. The second is good as well, as Jones checks in at power forward. Wellington comes in at point guard. Dosunmu off the screen, fires a mid-range jumper. He missed it. Smith tips it, but can't hang on to the ball. And Freddie Simons finds an open look. Kind of a wacky shot, though, when he missed it. Now a chance for us to close this gap. Wellington for 3 on the other end. A bit too much on that one. Simons attacks, hands off to Forbes. Mismatch against Dosunmu. He takes advantage and lays it in. We had 43 points, I think, with 6 minutes to go in the first half. And now we have 45. And we're down by 6. Dosunmu fires a 3. And finally, something positive goes right for the offense. A screen for Simons from Forbes. He will take it. Wellington gets by it pretty easily. Well guarded so far. Shot clock winding down. Cam Johnson goes back to Simons. He will fire on the move. He missed it. And a chance for us to hit a 3 and potentially have it tied at halftime. Azette will fire a mid-range jumper instead, and he missed it. And we're down by 3, 51-48 at halftime here in Portland. And the Jabberwockies are back. Oh my God. Start of the second half. Vancouver down by 3, 16 first half points for Simon Anderson. Gonna see if anybody else can step up for us as Rivers with the ball. Gets by his man, goes up and has it blocked. But we get back to it. Bain for 3. It's off the mark. Rivers gets the offensive board. It's blocked again. Mitchell Robinson, a couple of huge blocks on Rivers right there. Back to back. Jeremy Grant finds Sharp, but he steps out of bounds, and Vancouver gets the ball right back. So Bain is still scoreless. Trying to see if we can get him going at some point in this game. Turner has the ball. He hands off to D'Lo. He fires a wild 3. I don't like that at all. That's a bad shot. Grant with the ball. He goes to Sharp. Shot clock winding down. He will pump fake. Go to George. He'll fire. A high arcing shot up and out. Good stop. Bain to Russell. Wide open 3. It drops. We're tied at 51. Paul George trying to go back to Robinson. We tip it. No, that's Grant actually, but of course they get the ball back. They're going to try the same thing here. George instead fires, but the shot is off. And a chance for us to get our lead back. But Bain steps out of bounds, of course. Peterson is not like that. Trent Peterson, our head coach, in his second season with the team after a play-in tournament appearance last season. Sharp with it. He goes to Paul George. Wide open 3. And that'll happen. An open look from deep for Paul George. He's going to knock those through. Turner with it. Goes to Anderson. He's wide open for a 3. Takes his time, but the 3 is off. We got to find some kind of consistency on offense before it's too late. Jeremy Grant blocked by Turner out of bounds. What a paint presence he has been today. George inbounds. He goes to Sharp. He'll attack the rim. A nice take right there, but he missed the layup. Russell off the screen from Rivers. Fires a very contested 3. We got to get better looks here, man. 3 points in the first 3 minutes of this second half. Not much different than that last 6 minutes of the first half. We got to find a change. We got to find some kind of positivity for the offense. Sharp with time counting down. Goes back to Robinson. Now over to Grant, who has to fire a 3. The shot is good. Bain to Rivers. He pulls the trigger from deep, and finally a shot drops. Can we use that to find some offensive rhythm? Rancotti to Robinson. Turner is there for the stop. He gets it back, though, and Sharp has a wide open look, and he missed it. Lucky for us. Rivers with it. Now Turner over to Anderson for a 3. It's good. We're tied. Paul George with the ball. A couple of screens for him. He gets in the paint. Back out to Grant for a 3. That shot hits back iron. A chance for us to potentially take our lead back. Again. The play for Anderson, I think. He gets the ball. Fires from deep again, but it hits back iron. We have fed him quite a lot, and so far it's paid off. He won't knock down every shot, that's for sure. As Grant draws the foul on Rivers, that's his first. Thankfully, Turner still only at 2 fouls. As that first free throw for Grant is good to put Portland back in front. And he goes 2 for 2 this time as TJ Warren checks in. Turner with it. Another play for Anderson. He'll fire from 3. That one is good. And we are in front for the first time, I think, since the early second quarter. At like the 6 or so minute mark. Somewhere around there. TJ Warren with the ball. Takes it down low. Now back out to Rancotti for an open 3. And Portland takes the lead right back. Bain to Anderson for a deep 3. Up and out. Rivers gets the ball, fires, and hits the shot. And now we're tied at 62. TJ Warren off the screen from Grant. Fires down low and hits amongst two defenders. Bain with it. Goes to Russell. He chooses not to fire. Instead takes the screen from Turner. Now he'll find him on the cut right there. Nice job out of a shot to find him. It is a back and forth game right now. TJ Warren gets inside again and he's fouled. This time it's D'Lo. That's his second. The first free throw is good for Warren. And he knocks down both as Wellington, DeSumo, Jones, and Smith check in. Turner's still out there. And the backups provide some offense for us to get us into a lead here. Wellington for three. That one is good. The rookie's showing out. And Vancouver's up 67-66. Can we somehow find a couple of stops and a couple of buckets to pad this lead? And Cotty with it, poked out. He gets it back and fires. The shot is off. It's tipped. Forbes gets it back and puts it back in. We just cannot get that one stop to give us a chance to increase the lead here. This is back and forth right now. DeSumo has it. Time counting down. He goes to Wellington, who fires a mid-range jumper. It's off, and Turner can't get to it before Cam Johnson. Rancotti, mid-range jumper, just off. Wellington has the ball. He goes to Jones. He will go back to him. Time counting down. Wellington for three off the screen. It's good again. Byron Wellington. What a play. And now Vancouver up by 2. Warren attacking and drawing another foul, this time on Smith, and the bucket is good as well. The fouls that are drawn by TJ Warren are just incredible, folks. As Portland leads by 1, Smith stays in the game with 5 fouls. Herb Jones to Wellington for a 3. He hits again! Wellington! Are you kidding me, man? What a debut for him. Shadon Sharp with it. He goes to Rancotti. He fires from deep. It's out. And now we got the stop. Can we get the bucket to lead by more than one score? Jones to Wellington for a corner 3. This time it's off. TJ Warren off the screen. Gets in the paint and hits again. He has been lethal down there. We're tied at 73. DeSumo has the ball. Screen from Smith. He'll take it and fire from deep. That shot is good. TJ Warren has it again. In the paint again. Back out to Rancotti. Wide open. He missed it. Thank God for us. Another chance for us to lead by more than one score. A rough day for Rancotti as he has only scored 3 points and has barely hit a shot. Azette trying to change his own fortunes for 3. No good. He's now 3 for 11 from the field. Screen from Forbes. Warren guarded by Azette, gets by him. Smith steps up, back out to Sharp. He passed up the 3. Time cutting, downhill drive. Now he'll fire. The bucket is no good. Azette to DeSumo. He'll fire mid-range jumper, and it's good. We are finally in front by more than one bucket. By 5. 78-73. Portland has the ball. Warren off the screen. They keep giving the ball to him, and it's kind of working. But now a foul is called against Smith. He's fouled out in the third quarter. So who checks in for him? It's going to be Horace Rivers at center for the time being until Turner can come back in. But Forbes knocks down both. It's back to 3. DeSumo off the screen from Rivers. Goes back to him. Nice pass. Nice double clutch, but the shot is off. You got to hit that. Paul George to Cam Johnson on the other end. The 3 is up and out. Another open miss for Portland thanks to, well, not thanks to anything, just thanks to luck. And now we are the lucky ones with the ball and a chance to hit the last shot of the quarter. Azets with it. Not passing, instead just firing from deep. And the quarter is over just like that. 78-75 with 12 to play.
The away team, 78.
Start of the fourth quarter, anybody's game. But Wellington has 14 points. He has been great from what we have seen so far. Anderson has been great as expected. Can the rest of the team step up here in this fourth quarter? Bain, I believe, is still scoreless in his debut with Vancouver. Paul George off the screen. Gets inside. The foul is called, albeit a bit late. That's the second on Rivers. There's been a lot of foul calls against us, but not a lot against Portland. And funny enough, that's where we are. George knocks down both, 1 point game. Anderson with the ball. Goes to Turner. He will. And off to D'Lo. He fires from three. It's off. And George pulls down the miss. And now he'll find Simons for three. It's up and good. Portland back in front by 2. Simons has 18 points. Rivers left wide open way downtown, and he missed the rim. It hits the backboard. What a terrible shot. Paul George off the screen. Gets by Rivers, who just lost him. Now we're down by 3. 12 lead changes, 10 ties. Biggest lead, Vancouver by 13. We're now down by 3. Anderson trying to change our fortune. He does it. And we are tied at 81. What a performance by that man, Simon Anderson. Johnson to Paul George, trying to answer back, but he can't. Anderson finds the three-point line, fires again and hits. And now Vancouver's back in front by 3. I cannot believe this guy. He is even better than I thought he would be. Mitchell Robinson with it to Simons. Now he'll get down low and challenge Turner, and a foul is called again against Vancouver. That's the third on Miles Turner. Not worried as much about fouls as I was at the start of the game for him. The first free throw is good. The second is good as well, as Jeremy Grant checks back in for Portland. Time counting down. Turner has it over to Baines, or Bain rather, not Baines, and he has a shot blocked by Shadon Sharp. That is just the third shot attempt by Bain, and now Simons at the rim, bucket plus the foul against D'Angelo Russell. How many fouls will they call? I do not know, but it's a lot. We're back down by 2, thanks to free throws mainly. Bain has it. He finds D'Lo. He'll pull the trigger from deep. That shot is off. Simons with it against Anderson. Finds some space off a screen. The 3 is no good. Russell with the ball to Anderson. And now a steal for Sharp. Fast break all alone. Just a third turnover by Vancouver. 3 for each team. Both teams taking care of the ball very well, but that was a costly mistake. Now down by 4. Russell, mid-range jumper, open look, but he missed it. And Sharp comes down with it, a chance for the Blazers to increase their lead. Warren attacks, physical take, gets blocked by Turner. Great help defense. Russell with it. He lost the ball, he gets it back. Tries to reset our play. He will go back to Bain. It's well covered. He's locked up by Warren. He'll fire still. The shot is off. Rivers comes down with it. The putback is in and out, but a foul is called on Jeremy Grant. Finally, a call goes against the Trailblazers. And Rivers misses the first free throw. The second is good. 3-point game. Simons to Sharp. He attacks. Tough finish. Up and out. Good defense there by Bane and Turner to come and help him. Bane has the ball. He goes to Russell. 5 on the shot clock now. Screen from Turner. Russell fires a 3. It's no good. Another offensive spell, but we just can't knock down a shot right now. Got to find ways to stop these kinds of things from happening in the future. 5 on the shot clock for Portland. Warren guarded by Anderson. Drives. Tough finish. It's in. 5-point game. Warren's got 22. 6.5 to play. Russell to Anderson. He passed up the 3. Russell finds him on the cut now. He pump fakes. Robinson's there. He still goes up when he draws the foul. Can he knock these down? The first is good. 29 for Anderson. Now make it 30. Simons has the ball. He takes it baseline back out to Grant. Can Vancouver get a stop? They need one desperately, but Simons has a wide open 3, and he missed it. That is a bad miss for the Trailblazers, and now a chance for us to tie things back up if we want. Rivers, the mid-range jumper. It's off, and now the 4th foul called on Russell. Simons with it against Russell. He'll drive, and he's fouled again. You're kidding me. This is ridiculous. I got to compare free throws. I really do. Simons hits the first. There you go. They had 12 in the first half. We had 1. They have 14 this half. We have 4. That is just insane. But he missed the second one. Thank you for that. So 4-point game. Got to find something offensively. Bane still scoreless. Missed it. Got it back. And now he finally finds the basket. His first bucket for Vancouver comes with 5 minutes to go in the opener, as they call timeout. Just under 5 to play. Portland has the ball, as we still have our guys out there, but actually Russell checks out, Wellington checks, and I kind of like that sub actually. Simons on the other end can't score at the rim. Good stop. A chance for us to tie this game up or take a 1-point lead. Wellington getting some crucial minutes here in his NBA debut. He goes to Anderson. He goes to Turner. Now back to Wellington. He'll fire. It's good. We're tied at 91. How about Byron Wellington, everybody? What a game for him in his first ever action professionally. Robinson hands off to Paul George. He's got a wide open look, but he missed it. And that might cost him. Anderson pulls up. That one is good. What an unreal player he has become. 32 points, 11 for 18 from the field. And Vancouver is back in front by 2. Robinson hands off to Simons. He's got a lane. He takes it. Rivers steps up to guard him. And now, time counting down for the Trailblazers. Sharp for 3. Portland can't take the lead back. Turner to Anderson. He won't fire. Instead goes to Bane. He feeds Rivers down low against Simons. He gets by him and scores. Everybody stepping up, making big plays right now. Vancouver up 95-91. Waiting for a screen from Robinson. He steps back, fires a 3. It's up and out. And Turner gets the board. Boos filtering in from the crowd. Wellington with it. And he lost it. A steal for shit on Sharp. A rookie mistake by Wellington. And now Sharp scores. 2-point game. And a week off timeout. 2:32 left. Vancouver barely in front. Turner passed up the open 3. He will go to Rivers. He goes to Anderson for a 3. It's good! The clutchness of this man is unparalleled. 13 fourth quarter points and a big shot right there to put us back in front by 5. And now the Blazers call timeout. They've got 1 left. We have 1 left. And there's 2:09 to play. Paul George with it. Attacking the rim. He's fouled. And thank God the bucket's no good. It's the first on Anderson. And that puts them in the bonus the rest of the way in regulation. George's free throw is good. The second to make it a 3-point lead is also in. This game is by no means over. Turner to Anderson. He won't shoot this time. He'll feed Wellington. In the paint against Simons. He fires and just missed it. So close. Now a stop is needed by Vancouver. Paul George thought about pulling up, chose not to. Warren's got it. 5 on the shot clock. He'll attack. Now we'll pull up, and the shot is in. 1-point game. I want a good look. Anderson attacks, gets by 2 defenders, and scores. Are you kidding me? This guy is insane. Trailblazers need a bucket, and Paul George gives it right to him. 1-point game. 1:04 to go. Please clutch this out, Vancouver. Anderson has the ball. Screen from Turner. Anderson. Pump fakes. Goes back to him for a 3. Turner knocks it down. A huge shot top of the key. And now we're in front by 4. An absolutely huge bucket by Miles Turner. George goes to Simons. He has to fire from deep, and that one is good. They won't go away. Not even close to done are we here in Portland. Vancouver up by 1. 30 seconds left. Anderson pulls up. It's good. He's got 39. Portland calls timeout with 26.2 on the clock. Absolutely unreal game from number 5, Simon Anderson. Robinson inbounds. Blazers need a bucket and fast. They're going to go for a 3, I think. Maybe not, though. Paul George off the screen. Will fire on the move. He missed it. And now they have to foul. Russell checks back in for some clutch free throws. Not yet in the bonus. They will have to foul again, which means more time will come off the clock. Turner to Russell. And he's fouled immediately. And that will put him at the line. Russell had a really good first half. The free throw drops. The second is good as well. 5-point lead, 12.7 left. They're going to have to hurry up here. They have no timeouts. Simons, out of a shot, goes to Warren. It was about to be blocked by Russell. Warren misses it, and we get the board. They won't foul. It's over. We win the Year 4 opener on the road in Portland. What a game by number 5. He drops 39 against the Trailblazers in his debut of his second season. I believe he had 35 in his actual debut last year, and this time he outdoes it by one of the best games of his young career. And he was the sole reason why we won this game. Without him, we probably lose by 10 or more points. What a performance. What a way to open Year 4. Anderson again, 39 points in 34 minutes played, 14 for 21 from the field, 8 for 14 from downtown. He was lights out. Byron Wellington playing some crucial minutes down the stretch, 16 points, 4 assists in 19 minutes, 1 turnover, 6 for 11 from the field, and 4 for 7 from downtown. He was great from deep. D'Angelo Russell, 14 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 5 for 14. He was much better in that first half than in the second, which is why I was glad that we made the choice to bring in Wellington for those last 3 to 4 minutes of the game. Rivers also a couple of really big shots by him. Some nice rebounding as well. 13 boards, which was the second most behind Robinson of the game. DeSumo 8 points. Azette was off to a good start, but after that, I was downhill. Miles Turner, a massive 3, and also 4 blocks to really be a huge part in why we won this game. Herb Jones, Bane, and Smith did not do all that much, but Bane had 9 assists though, which is very, very solid, but only 2 points in his debut with Vancouver. Want to see more from him the rest of the way, but it's been one game. I can't really complain too much. Simons drops 27 for Portland. Warren drops 24. Paul George drops 21. Robinson 10 and 15, but it was not enough. Their bench pretty much did nothing besides Warren, who did come off the bench, I think. But what a win. We shot 45%, shot 40% from downtown, shot 48 of them, and they shot 21 more free throws than us. That cannot happen again. But that was one of the best games of Anderson's career. And if that is any indication of what he can bring us this season, I think we're going to have a hell of a time watching him and this team play. What a way to start the year, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to call the episode here. So please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this episode. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and go Woodsmen.